Hello. Hopefully everybody's good. Hope everybody's having fun. We are a little bit different tonight, so bear with me for a second. My computer that runs my screen behind me is not working correctly, so I can't get that going. But I will see if I can get it going while we talk and get going. We've got a fun show tonight. Let me know if you're in the chat. Let me know if you guys can hear me, and we'll go from there. I see Jeff is on. I do not have options to show chat today because we are limiting on our what we are actually outputting, and because we are prepping for NAB. It's been hectic around here, so I'm going to be short tonight. We're going to talk about NAB, what it is, what's all the hype about, and stuff like that. And we'll get going there in just a second. But before we do that, let me just say, make sure if you are not subscribed already, hit that subscribe button. Turn on notifications. You'll be notified when we actually go live, when we upload new content. Next week, I hope to be uploading more content from Vegas, from NAB 2023. So if you have not subscribed, you want to make sure you do that. Turn on notifications, and you'll be notified when we upload content. I can't promise it, but I'm hoping to upload content on a regular basis while we're there. I can't guarantee we'll be able to go live. I've tried to go live from the road a couple times, and it's just not working out well. I don't have the right rig yet, so bear with me on that. If I can go live, I will. Otherwise, I'll just keep pumping up more content, talking about some of the vendors I see. So, but other than that, let me just say, it is an honor to be here with you guys and talking with everybody. Let's see what's going on in the chat. We know you are different. Yes, Jeff. I'm always different. Who wants to be normal? Everybody's an individual. Everybody's different. So yes. I can still see chat. I just can't pull it up on the thing. So unfortunately my app doesn't want to load. So I'm going to reload one more time, see if I can get it to pull up the right stuff and get that screen. It's kind of bland behind there. So I want to get that going here. And no, it won't. I don't know why. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We'll go without it. If I see it pop up, I might pop it up there, and I'm far from normal. Yes, I can attest to that. Anyway, moving on. All right. Let's see. I assume you can hear me because Jeff is commenting to the things that I say. Let me just double check by pulling up the chat over here. Subscriptions. You know, it's really bad when I look at my own app and I can't find the video. Let's see. Yep, I hear myself. So, yeah. Okay. So, what are we talking about? Why are we all here? And what is NAB? What's all this? And what's the deal with that 100 right in front of the screen? That was it's coming up here. I'll be able to do it. What's all that about? Well, 2023 is the 100th anniversary of NAB. So for 100 years, they have been doing NAB in Las Vegas. I believe they've always been Las Vegas. I might be wrong about the location, but they have been around doing NAB shows for 100 years. They only missed, what was it? Well, I know they missed 2020 and 2021. Now, 2021, I believe, yes, they did do a hybrid virtual NAB that I went to, but NAB 2020 was canceled because lockdown was right after that. So yeah. All right, let me turn this on. It's working now. Now, stop being distracted by all that fun stuff. All right, it's coming up. All right, anyway, so let's look at let's go ahead and go here. So this is the NAB website, celebrating 100 years. As I said, they're celebrating 100 years. They've got a whole litany of stuff. So the exhibit hall is where all the vendors are. There's tons of stuff going on at the in the exhibit halls. A lot of people just get the exhibit hall passes, and because there's demos there, you've got conferences with vendors, you've got all the show big stuff. And this year they've actually added an all access badge to the exhibit hall pass, so you actually have the option of seeing a lot of stuff just with the regular pass this year to celebrate the 100 years. You do have 2 days of field workshops, so if you want to go and get hands-on, it's going on tomorrow and Saturday, big time. And those who are invested in their craft and want to learn, it is not cheap by no means, but it is definitely worth it. For about $1,000, you can go and get all the training you want, do seminars and sessions, and it is definitely worth it. It's just I've not been having an opportunity to go. Show conferences start on Saturday and go through Tuesday, and then the post-world productions, that is when you are the post work is everything after shooting, so from shooting all the way up to final distribution. So if you're into that, you would go there. Main stage is the show days. They've got stuff for keystones and keynotes and awards going on every day. They've got seminar sessions at the main stage, and the main stage, we'll look at that in just a minute. The main stage actually is one of those things that you can actually go to as just an exhibit hall pass things. So that is a lot of the workshops, the show floor. This is where I spend most of my time, is Sunday through Wednesday. But all the other stuff, prep courses and exams, I have no idea. I've never done that. So I will, I'd like to see what that is, because some of that could be actually kind of cool to get some. Alright, so going back to my camera, and I apologize about the black transition. I don't have, like I said before, I don't have everything hooked up because I'm getting ready to pack up my rig for the trip, so I don't have my OBS loaded up. So, but let me log in here and show you some of the vendors that I plan on spending my time looking at. I should have logged in before, but I did not. Make sure I'm not showing you all my login information. No, I did not show you my login information. Okay, so I've got 42 exhibitors that I want to stop and see. Everything from 3Play Media all the way down to X Keys. So, talking about a couple of these companies, 3Play Media, they do great on playout systems and animations and graphics and things like that. So that's why I want to stop there. Lighting is a big part of what I'm going to NAB this year for, because we are getting ready to build a new studio and I need to get my mind wrapped around the new lighting with LED, DMX, controlled LEDs, and functional lights like that. So that's why several lighting companies will be on here. Ari is another lighting company. Aja is just a company that makes a lot of different converters and a lot of different pieces of your backbone of your systems. So that's why they're on my list. Allied Broadcast Group, they are a local business here in Oklahoma. They go to NAB. They're a reseller. I've used them. I worked with them. They're a great group of people. I highly recommend them. So I want to stop at their booth. AMD, you'll see a couple names on here. There are computer developers. Manufacturers, graphic companies, they all show up because they use their systems in broadcast world. So that's like Asus. Again, B&H Photo, Video, and Audio. If you don't know what that is, basically it's a humongous store in New York City that has an online presence. You can buy all your broadcast stuff there online. So definitely want to stop. They always have a great booth that is a phenomenal walkthrough. A little tight and a little compact, and you kind of can get blurry-eyed just looking at them, but they are a great asset to go look for. Because if you don't know what you're looking for, the guys at B&H, girls at B&H, they know their stuff. Backblaze is a cloud-based company that does backup system cloud storage. So I want to look at them for our backup solutions. Blackmagic Design, always have to stop there and see what's new, get a feel for what's there and stuff like that. FYI, I am not looking at chat right now, so feel free to leave comments in the chat. I will get to them as soon as we're done with this. Bright Cove, they're an online company doing a lot in the streaming world, so I want to stop by and see what they've got. Digital Broadcast, I actually got a meeting with them. Digital Broadcast Group Media is an OTT broadcast, an actual broadcast station startup company. They're not really startup, but they help companies and businesses get actually online. They do everything from automation and stuff like that. So I'm going to stop there and see what's new there and talk with them. I've been in talk with them for since last year. So I want to stop by and see the guys over there. EarTech actually is a company that makes wireless headsets that could be used in studios. And we use them, and I want to stop at their booth. I've got a couple questions for them. We've been using their headsets since 2018. Great products, love their products. So I want to stop by, see what's coming out new, see if anything's new, and also ask a couple questions about their thing. Epiphan Video, they are a company that does the streaming platforms. They've got the Epiphan Pearl Mini, the Pearl Nano, and they've got a great line of streaming hardware that allows you to stream to multiple platforms from one box. Some of their stuff does, like the Nanos, are single source, but the Pearl Minis, the Pearls, and the Pearl 4, the big boys, are really big time. So, what else we got? Facilis Technology, the makers of TerraBlock. We've been a TerraBlock user for since 2008, so I'm gonna stop by, see their upgrades. I was happily surprised to see that FF MegPeg MPEG is going to be there with VLC. So VLC player, I use VLC player every day for playing videos. It's a great PC and Mac software that will play almost any video out there. So it's a great, hard software. So I want to stop at their booth and see what's going there. Hollyland, they are a company that builds wireless transmissions for everything from headsets to microphones to even HDMI, wireless HDMI. So I definitely want to stop at their booth and see what's new there and get my hands on a couple pieces of hardware, see if I can make something happen. ICANN is another lighting company that they always have new technology coming out. So see what they've got for lighting. Ikegami, I used Ikegami cameras. They have been a backbone of where I started in broadcast. The Ikegami HR45s, old SD cameras. Used them for a long time. First major brand camera that I used. So stop at their booth, see the new HD cameras, see what's new with their stuff. See if they've gotten into the HDR brand of things and see just what's new. JW Player, we use JW Player in our web browsers, so wanna see what they've got going on. They're touting the new VOD and live streaming stuff, so just want to see what's new there. Lightcast.com, I just started with them. They are a streaming platform with an OTT backbone. So I want to stop at their booth. We've been in just building up our platform on Lightcast. So that is a new acquisition that we will touch base with. LiveView, and you'll see another company down the list, TVU. They are the ones that build the transmitters for one-way or two-way transmission over cellular network and wired, and even wireless internet, transmitting cameras and video and audio overseas from the person on the camera person all the way to the broadcast station. Newer, I found Newer several years ago on Amazon, and they make all kinds of broadcast equipment at a reduced price. Good quality stuff, but you can find them on Amazon big time. And I've got several of their products here in my house that I use personally, so I want to stop at their booth and see what they've got. Nvidia, again, another PC gaming type of product here, but a big vendor. They've been at NAB every year that I've been there, and they just, broadcasters love it because Nvidia, it works so well, and they've got a great partnership with a lot of the vendors to make the software based stuff work great. OBS, Open Broadcast Systems, definitely want to stop at their booth. I use them all the time. OWC, they are a manufacturer of hard drives and digital storage, so definitely want to see what they've got going on. PT, sorry, trying to get through this list. PTZ Optics, we did a demo several months ago on PTZ Optics. I want to see what they've got. I've got to find Bird Dog as well. Bird Dog is another one that has PTZ cameras, but so PTZ Optics and Bird Dog both have PTZ cameras. Riverside FM They are a company very similar to Zoom. It's a chat interface, but the nice thing about Riverside FM is they capture, whether you see it right there or not, they capture a full res copy of your chat on both sides and then download those files to your local computer so that when you go back and edit the pieces, you can put it together with high quality instead of using that choppy video that you see when people use Zoom. If you want a perfect example of Riverside FM, look at my interview I did with Rick several months ago. I used Riverside to capture the chat and then edit it into the video. So that's how good the quality is. Shure is a great manufacturer of microphones and audio. So definitely want to stop there and see what's new with them and get a feel for what's coming down the line. Sony, everybody knows Sony. Sony makes everything from displays, cameras, everything from the small little camera all the way up to the big broadcast cameras, small displays, big displays. I'm actually sitting right here using a Sony camera right now, so definitely want to stop at their booth. They always have a big booth, always have a great display, and showcase all the great things that they've got going on there. Coming down the line, ST Video Film and Technology. I don't know why they're on my list, but I clicked on something and they came in my list. I don't know much about them. I might stop at their booth just to see what they got going on. Streambox. As you can tell, I know a lot about a lot of these companies. That's why they're on my list. Streambox. They are a manufacturer of, again, cross-continental communication, international communication. You have a transmitter on one side, receiver on the other, and you put them together, and it's a high performance streaming encoder decoder that gets you a quality. We actually used Streambox back in 2008, 9, and 10 to transmit our feed even across Tulsa, from one side of Tulsa to the other, to get our feed good quality straight down and live broadcast on one of the local stations. Telestream, I've been in talks with Telestream now probably several months. They do a lot. I couldn't even explain everything that Telestream does. So they are a great asset to have in your back pocket. The guys over there are awesome, very friendly, very easy to talk to, and they know their stuff. So I've actually got a meeting with them Sunday morning. TVU networks, that's again just like LiveU. You can almost say they're competitors. TVU is a international continental transmitting video quality using multiple SIM cards, multiple inputs, all combined down to get one solid communication. VizRT is a manufacturer of visual tools, everything from the video walls to the video media servers. So that's why VizRT is up on my list. I've got to look for some video tunes. Wacom Technology, they're the ones that make tablets similar to this, which I'm actually using to do pictures this week for one of the local stations, not local stations, but one of the local non-profits that I work with. Wowza is another streaming industry. They do a lot of online and big live productions and service up live platforms so that people can go live. So stop at their booth and see what's new with them and stuff like that. And X Keys are very similar to the Stream Decks, but they're completely customizable. So the thing about X Keys is if you go with the rudimentary packages, you've got to do all the customization yourself. There is no pre-built templates that you can build on. Now, with that being said, there's a lot of people out there who have used X keys and built plenty of other things out there that you can piggyback off of and use them there. So that is a lot of lists, a lot of things I've got going on. I've got to cram that into 4 days of convention. Now, I will tell you, JD is planning on coming with me 1 or 2 days of the convention, just to see, get a feel for what I do, get a feel for the broadcast world, see if he even likes it. You know, he's getting ready to finish up the 10th grade, go into 11th grade. He's going to start looking at what he wants to do with the rest of his life, and he's wanted to go into gaming and things like that. So, you know, if that's what he wants to do, some of this will pertain. I will tell you, NAB this year is focusing on AI. AI-driven technology is at the forefront of everybody right now. And with that, the broadcast world is embracing AI to no end. So, let's see what's in chat. If you have any questions or you want to bring up anything, feel free to drop it in the chat. I've got chat pulled up right now. So, so with all of that being said, so a couple of key things that I'll be looking at is, what is AI really driving? How much of AI is out there, and then how much is actually how would you say, how much of it is just hypothetical at this point? A couple other technologies I'm looking into is NDI. NDI has made a big impact in the remote wireless transmission of data, getting content into your switchers, into your broadcasts, so you're not always tied to having something tied to a cable running back to your main source. With that being said, there's always caveats to that. You always have to worry about latency issues. You always have to worry about wireless signals blinking out, in and out, and how good quality is. So NDI has been one of those that have kind of conquered part of that transmission problem, along with the SRT protocol. SRT has also made a big impact in the broadcast world for transmitting to linear or non-linear switchers and non-conventional ways, using the low bandwidth that some people have to deal with. These technologies has opened up the world for people to be able to get that going. So a lot of things that are coming, and things that have been around, that have started evolving, are making the big headlines and stuff like that. So virtual environments, virtual video screens, virtual productions. I saw a lot last year, and from what I've seen online right now, it is a big thing. So we are excited. We leave tomorrow for Las Vegas. It's a 2-day trip with the family. So we'll be there sometime Saturday night, and then Sunday morning, bright and early, I'm over at the convention center. I actually got invited. I need to check. I actually got invited to participate in a round table Sunday morning. So I don't know if I'm gonna actually get invited to go. But if it does work out, that would be awesome. I actually have another invite right here for Presenter Tech. Stopped at their booth last year. They made great things with teleprompters, adjustable teleprompters, so the ones that you see at shows, award shows, and banquets and things like that. The ones that sink in the floor, come down from the ceiling. So that's what they do. So I'll stop by their booth. They just sent me an email going, "Hey, are you gonna be in NAB? It's mate, let's stop by and chat." So I've been getting a lot of that. So that's just one of the things. Excuse me, what? It's always nice when you know it's coming and you can turn the microphone off and not sneeze in everybody's mouth or face. Did I turn off the video? I turned off my video. Why did I do that? Why did I turn that off? I wanted that up. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Man. Here's what it is. We've got to wrap up quick. This is gonna be a short one. Simply because my wife is make sure I turn that off. I don't need that fading back into. I don't need that going back into the mic. Mix minus would not be good at this point. Or not mix minus. Alright, so with that being said, stay tuned for next week. You don't know what's coming, when it's gonna come. So if you haven't done so already, make sure you turn on the notifications for the channel. Share this with your friends. Let them know that we'll be going live if I can make it work. And this is not a promise. This is going to be, I will make, the promise is I'll make an asserted effort to do this. I will see about taking one of my briefcases with the rig to NAB and broadcasting from NAB for a little bit. I will do my best to see if I can make that work. I'm not promising, but I'm gonna make an asserted effort to do that. Still gotta work out how I'm gonna do audio, but other than that, even if it's just a camera and the ATEM, these are some basic graphics, and we do it rudimentary. I wonder if YOLO Live will be there. I know Pearl Mini will be there, the Pearl Epiphan Pearl. I wonder if YOLO will be there, and whoever the manufacturers of YOLO Live will be, because that would be cool. Alright, with that being said, we're going to wrap it up here. You all have a blessed week. I don't know what's going to happen next week, so I will do my best to get on live next week, but I've also got a lot going on next week, so maybe not. So, I'm going to plan on doing a recap of NAB in 2 weeks. That'll be my next scheduled live. If we go live next week, it will be a spontaneous, unannounced broadcast, and we'll just go live from NAB. And then we'll just see what happens. Other than that, you all be blessed. Have a great week, and you all catch you later.